So, but when we talk about if you want to call it disruption, if you want to call it the digital revolution, whatever word you use, we're talking about plugging in those pain points that people have. And it seems to me that in terms of the large commercial assets, one of those pain points is the third party inspection because people still don't know what they're getting. There is that concern, especially given the market. How do you feel these third party inspections plug in those pain points and make, ease that buyer journey here?
Yeah, so I think it's sort of the linchpin that turns the whole deal and makes it possible, right? I think pre-pandemic, you might have seen people wanting to lay their own eyes on a machine before making that kind of a purchase, even if it was across the country. I don't think that's possible anymore. I think we've accelerated the move away from that kind of transaction to something that happens completely digitally, always online, and the third-party inspection is the eyes and ears for that exact situation. So it's important that it be independent, trusted, thorough, that the photographs are excellent, that the machine is being represented as accurately as possible. Those are the keys to any kind of a transaction, certainly one of this size when we're talking about trucks, trailers, and those sorts of things online.
So then what are the components of a quality third-party inspection?
Sure. I mean, I think there's the basics, right? I mentioned photographs before. You're going to want check the interior and exterior of the cab. Obviously, engine condition matters. You want to make sure that thing starts and runs, tires and brakes. All of those things are sort of no-brainer components of any kind of a thorough inspection, right? But what I've always liked to tell people is you've got to kind of look for the angles, right? You've got to kind of find evidence that tells you maybe a little bit more about the history of that truck. And there's some clues that can be found in different parts of the inspection. When you're looking at interior condition, the seats, the dashboard of that truck has taken good care of it, right? So if they're taking care of the little things, the small details, the interior of the cab looks good, that tells me that the engine was probably well cared for. All sense of, someone who didn't put a lot of time and attention into making sure that the truck was all that it could be. And this is somebody's livelihood, right? So
right.
I would think that it'd be of utmost importance for them to take good care of it. If you're seeing little clues that maybe that's not the case, look at the oil for contamination. Look at the ECM readings, which is a component of anything that can point to how hard was this truck driven. If you've got any idea of what the geography of the truck was, that could potentially help too. Obviously, trucks driven more in the south or on long hauls might have longer engine life than shorter haul trucks in the north, right, where weather and other things could play a role too. So you just got to be aware of what you're buying.